All right, here we go. Two burly boys played Pokemon in their youth. One had to grow up, the other stayed true. Now the large grown-up child can name all of them, but the other guy probably 510. Now what can they do? Why don't they review? Now we'll talk about them till we die.
Die?
Welcome, everybody. I'm Joachim.
And I'm Frank.
And this is your Certified Poke-Moment, where we feature and talk about one Pokemon evolution line every week.
And today's featured Pokemon is Glalie.
Whoa.
We rolled Mega Glalie specifically, but we get to talk about
Snorunt,
Glalie, Froslass, and then Mega Glalie. That's 4 Pokemon.
Dang.
Not bad.
Yeah, I love Snorunt. I love Glalie.
Yeah.
I was really glad when Froslass became a thing.
Yes.
Because Glalie's a little bit boring and seems kind of... Glalie is a weird evolution from little Snorunt. Froslass makes more sense to me.
It's like
somehow.
Remoraid to Octillery. It's like, how did we get here? How did we get from this cute little guy to...
Well, at least with Remoraid and Octillery, Remoraid used to be an actual gun and Octillery was a tank.
Yes,
And
it
then
makes sense.
Somehow they're like, let's tone down the actual theme on both of these things so it makes no sense for this evolution.
So, Snorunt is a solo ice type, and he is known as the Snow Hat Pokemon. And he evolves into Glalie at level 42, a lot later than I thought. He stays solo ice and becomes... I didn't know this. He becomes the face Pokemon. Yeah. Yep.
Where's the theming?
His theming is he's based off a hockey mask.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
I see it now. I wish Snorunt was hockey-themed.
Yeah, he's not in the slightest. But if you don't want your Snorunt to evolve into a Glalie, you can use a Dawnstone on a female Snorunt, and you can get Froslass, an ice ghost type known as the Snowland Pokemon.
That's weird. That's a weird. What do you call it? What do you call that?
It's classification?
Classification. It's a weird classification, but the theming is so much better than with Glalie.
Yes. Froslass has so much lore about luring men stuck in blizzards and then freezing them and keeping them as decorations.
I would love it if Snorunt was in, like, maybe there's a regional variant that he was a little hockey puck and then he turns into Glalie. That would make sense.
Maybe he is a hockey puck. Look at him. He's like this black little thing inside of this little teepee like guy.
I think that's like I feel like that's some kind of a regional parka.
Yeah.
A regional like a regional little
parka.
Which is why I think Froslass makes so much more sense because it's like that's like a yokai, right? That's based off of like a regional mythical creature.
I'm sure we're going to learn that Glalie has some sort of yokai representation.
That's a good point. There's a yokai that's like, this yokai is a floating intestines.
Yeah, there are yokai like that.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and talk about abilities here. We have the abilities for Snorunt as Inner Focus, Ice Body, and then the hidden ability of Moody.
What does that do?
Do you know what any of those do?
No.
In that case, let's start at Inner Focus. This Pokemon will not flinch.
Okay.
That's it. It also blocks Intimidate.
Oh.
Which is nice.
Yeah, okay.
That's good. Ice Body. HP is restored by 1/16 of maximum HP when it's snowing. Or I guess in previous generations during hail, yeah. Because hail isn't really a thing anymore. Yeah.
How did they get rid of hail?
I don't know. And I don't know. Honestly, I still to this day do not know how snowing is different than hail. I don't know. I do not know.
This might be a certified Poke-moment.
Well, they all are.
I can't Matsuda. I can't remember who my scapegoat is.
It was always Masuda.
Well, it wasn't always Masuda. It was an innocent bystander, the president of Nintendo I used to blame for this.
Yep, that's true.
Which it's not his fault.
And then we have Moody, one of the best abilities, people say. It can be good or it can be bad, depending on what happens with it. At the end of every turn, a random stat, except accuracy and evasion, is raised by 2 stages, and another is lowered by 1 stage.
Wow.
I did not realize that the stat being raised was raised by 2.
Yeah.
That's really good.
That's amazing.
Okay. So if you're a physical attacker, let's say, and you get your attack lowered by 1 and your special attack raised by 2, that sucks. Then Moody's not helping you at all. It's actually hurting. But imagine it raises your speed and lowers your special defense, I mean, this could be really good.
If you're already not that fast, and if it lowers your speed, okay, whatever. If it lowers one of your defenses, that's good. That gives you more variety of stuff to defend against.
Absolutely.
Can it raise your HP?
I think so. Yeah.
What would it?
No.
What would it do? Would it raise your max? Would it heal you?
No, it can't raise HP. HP isn't a stat that can be raised. Now that I think about it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's just attack, special attack, defense, special defense, and speed. Now Glalie keeps all 3 of those same abilities. Froslass, though, gets 2 completely different abilities. The only one that is not hidden is Snowcloak. Raises the Pokemon's evasion during a snowstorm by 1 level. So it makes them harder to hit. I specifically... The things I remember, I wish I could remember more important things, but there was this one episode of the anime where Ash was fighting against the Froslass. I'm guessing it was in Candace's gym, because this was a Gen 4 anime. And her Froslass kept going in and out of the blizzard and disappearing into it, and she was really hard to hit. Or did this happen during the Elite Four or the championship battles? Jokum, help me out here.
I stopped watching the anime years when I was 11 maybe.
Man, I think Gen 4 was the last really good anime.
I remember I was bored of it as a kid. That's why I stopped watching.
Have you never seen Ash's fight against Paul?
Probably
Holy
not, no.
crap, that's a good battle.
Really?
It's a really good battle.
See, because I think I tried it, so I stopped watching Gen 4, and then I started Gen 5, Pikachu lost to a Snivy, and then I gave up. I was like, I think my brain had developed enough to the point where I was like, the Pokemon Company doesn't know how to handle Pokemon. Or they know exactly what they're doing, and they're like, these little dumb kids are going to watch this and be like, I want Snivy now. I need to get a new game.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what they were thinking. They wanted Snivy to be cool.
Pikachu should have
mopped the floor with him.
Mopped the floor.
Well, do you know why he lost?
I can't remember what was the reason.
Zekrom was freaking out or something, and Pikachu wasn't able to use electric attacks. Something like that happened.
Pikachu had what? Iron Tail, right?
Iron Tail, quick attack.
Yeah, Iron Tail, Pikachu's quick attack should
No, I agree. I was just playing devil's advocate.
Oh
I totally agree.
Anyway,
the hidden ability for Froslass is Cursed Body. When a move hits the Pokemon, that move has a 30% chance of getting disabled. So that's kind of cool.
Oh, wow.
I think Moody is definitely the best ability in that situation. Even Ice Body is kind of cool if you have another Pokemon that can set up a snowstorm.
Yeah, maybe you have a snowstorm team.
Mm-hmm. But Cursed Body, I think, is pretty good. And Snowcloak also isn't bad. Again, if you have a snowstorm team, Snowcloak would really come in handy. All moves are basically, if it's a 100% accurate move, it's now 70. So that's pretty crazy. I think that's how that works. Once you start getting into your Pokemon's accuracy and your opponent's evasion and those being different, my brain starts to get a little mixed up. So let's talk about stats first today. Let's start with Glalie, because Glalie's stats are incredibly interesting.
Oh, interesting.
So interesting.
I went, as you were saying, I was going on a roller coaster. It's incredibly what? I was like, it's going to be incredibly good, incredibly bad. I couldn't tell.
So, Glalie's HP is 80. Glalie's attack is 80. Glalie's defense, though, is 80.
Oh.
But his special attack, this is where it gets interesting, is 80. And his special defense, you're never going to believe this.
No, don't you dare.
It's 80.
No.
But Jokum, what do you think Glalie's speed is?
60.
80. His stats are 80 across the board.
I love the fact that they're all 80. I hate the fact that they're all 80.
With a base stat total of 400 and 80. Oh my gosh. I knew his attack and special attack were the same. I forgot every single stat
How
was
many
the same.
Pokemon have all stats the same?
I don't think there's many. I'm sure when we go to Bulbapedia later to learn some trivia about this guy, it might say he's one of the very few Pokemon that have an incredibly even stats rate. There are even Pokemon who have like even stats in like everything but HP or everything but speed and stuff like that. It's crazy, man.
What is a good total or stat total?
I would say anything over 500 is pretty desired. Aren't all pseudo legends like? I got this wrong in the past, but aren't they all like 600 something?
This just in, they are Pokemon with exactly 600 base stats.
Okay. It wasn't a little over, it was exactly. That's right. So yeah, I'd say anything over 500 is what's most desired.
It's over 500. Anyways, that's a bad joke.
So, fun fact, did you know Game Freak is actually giving a real name to pseudo-legendaries? Because pseudo-legend was always a fan-made term. But they have started calling them powerhouse Pokemon.
That's gross.
I don't know. I just heard about that recently. I prefer pseudo-legend, but I don't know, man.
It might... I don't know. Maybe if we grew up with powerhouse being like the term used, we would be like, oh, yeah, it's powerhouse, of course.
Because it's not a bad name. It's just different.
And if anything, there are legendary Pokemon with lower stats than a pseudo legend, right? Aren't there? No way does Manaphy have.
Well, Manaphy is I guess she is a legend now. I guess she used to be mythical because you had to like get her through an event, but you can find her and Fion in Legends Arceus.
But I don't think mythical means anything.
Mythical isn't just another fan term,
Yeah.
I think. So when talking about Glalie's move pool, we'll get to Froslass and her stats and all that in a minute. But when evolving, Glalie gets the move Freeze Dry. And Freeze Dry is actually a cool move. The user rapidly cools the target. This may also leave the target frozen. And this is the only ice-type attack that is super effective on water types.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting. I wish ice was good against water in general.
I think it should be. We talked about this before in our alchemy episode, but I think in order to boost the two worst types, ice and bug, you should make ice super effective against water, a very common used type, and bug should be super effective against fairy, an extremely powerful type. And then that would give them their niches against the good types, and it would help them out a lot.
But a lot of Pokemon already have bug and ice type moves. So would it just make all the regular Pokemon that aren't bug type now all of a sudden
But the bug types are not only have super effective capabilities, but stab.
Yeah, okay, that's a good point. That's a good
you know?
point. I think there should be some resistances thrown into bug and ice.
Oh, I totally agree. I absolutely agree. There's no...
Ice should resist fire.
You couldn't even say that with a straight face. By the way, before I forget, Freeze Dry is a special attack that does 70 damage with 100 accuracy.
70 damage, 100 accuracy. Okay.
So,
serviceable. As
we just learned, Glalie can use physical, special moves. It doesn't matter. It's a mixed attacker. Jokum's favorite.
It's not. Why would you lie about that? I hate mixed attackers. Anyway,
he can get moves like Ice Shard, the ice type attack that always goes first, does 40 damage.
Ice Shard always goes first?
Yeah, it's like the quick attack or
what
the
about,
extreme speed.
What about that theming? Quick attack is a quick attack, right?
Yeah.
Extreme speed is extreme speed. Ice Shard, what is that? How is that fast?
I don't know.
Snowball. Call it Snowball.
No,
Snowball would be a bad name.
Anyway, they can get Icy Wind, Frost Breath, Ice Fang, Crunch, and Snowscape is the new Hail. The user summons a snowstorm lasting 5 turns. This boosts the defense stat of ice types. Did Hail ever do that?
I don't know. Does it hurt Pokemon?
I think so. I would imagine. I would hope it doesn't just boost the defense stat of ice types.
That's at least boosts. If it just boosts, at least boosts special attack or special defense and defense.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I don't know. If the move isn't giving me the information if it hurts, so I'm imagining it doesn't, because I imagine
That's
Sandstorm
horrible.
would say that it hurts. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
That's so sad.
And then for TMs, we get, once again, Glalie can learn Trailblaze, that grass type attack that raises your speed stat.
How would you explain that?
It gets Chilling Water, a new move introduced in Gen 9. The user attacks the target by showering it with water that's so cold it saps the target's power. This also lowers the target's attack stat. So a 50 damage special water type attack that lowers their attack. Not bad. Hey, especially if you're already in a snowstorm and your defense stat's been raised, lowering your opponent's physical attack helps a lot. Can learn Facade, Bulldoze. Let's see. Body Slam, that's cool. It's like probably my favorite normal type move. Iron Head, makes sense. It's just a big head. Earthquake, I would not have expected it to get Earthquake. And yeah, so that's not too bad. It gets Icicle Crash by Egg Move, which is one of my favorite ice type moves. 85 damage for a physical ice type attack is really good. I think the only thing that's... No, because Ice Punch would only do 80. Or 75? Oh, I should know this. This is important information.
How many moves are there out there?
Oh, so many.
So many.
So many. Let's move on to Froslass now. Let's talk about stats first. Froslass's stat spread is still... her base stat total is still 480, but she's not the same across the board.
Yeah.
Her HP is 70.
Okay.
Her physical attack is 80. Her defense is 70. Her special attack is 80. Her special defense, now that's 70.
Okay.
And her speed
is 100?
And 10.
110?
Yep.
Okay.
I thought Froslass had a higher special attack. I would have bet money that Froslass's special attack.
Yeah, no, that's what I was surprised when you said attack was 80. I thought the attack would be like 40 and then like
yeah.
Really? It's a
mixed attacker. I never would have guessed.
Attacker leaning toward what was its special attack?
80.
Oh. It
80
was,
and 80.
It was defenses that were 70.
Yep.
Okay.
At least its base stat total is the same as Glalie.
Yeah, I like that. No, I mean, I'm not mad at those stats.
No, it could be worse.
They're not great. I mean, but if I was doing a playthrough, I would lean towards Froslass personally.
Yeah, just because I agree. It's because I like dual type Pokemon.
Ooh, what type is it again? Ghost and Ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes. Yeah, I like Ghost type. I think it's cooler, and just like the coolness factor I think is there with Froslass rather than Glalie.
I think Glalie. Oh, we got to talk about Glalie's Mega Form after this.
Yeah,
definitely got to talk about Mega Glalie.
What are the do the moves differ? I assume there's some ghost types thrown in there.
Yeah, it gets moves like Hex upon evolution, 65 damage special attack. This relentless attack does massive damage to the target affected by status conditions. So the move's power is doubled if they're affected with the status.
How much how much damage does it do normally?
65.
65. Okay. Does she have any freezing abilities? Is freezing still a thing?
Yeah, freezing is definitely still a thing.
I think in my Violet playthrough, I've only ever seen a frozen Pokemon once.
Yeah, it's super rare.
I've only ever caught one shiny in all of my time.
Yep. It can learn Will-O-the-Wisp. So it can affect you with...
Will-O-the-Wisp.
It can affect its target with status and then hex it. So that's really good.
Yeah, that's nice.
I would definitely say you want to run your Froslass specially. I'm looking at its level up moveset. The only physical attack it gets by leveling up that isn't like a move reminder attack is Ice Shard. The always attacks first ice move. Everything else is special. Draining Kiss, Icy Wind, Frost Breath. Oh, it also gets Confuse Ray, which is 100% if you want. I think Hex would activate with Confuse Ray.
Let me look that up. Apparently, it's a no.
Okay, well, you got Will-O-Wisp.
Yeah.
But Will-O-Wisp only has 75, 85 accuracy, so that's not too bad.
It's not terrible.
If I was doing a playthrough for with a Froslass, I would definitely have Will-O-Wisp, Hex, Blizzard, maybe Shadow Ball, just because it's a more guaranteed bit of damage in case you don't want to...
Yeah, what's Blizzard's rate?
110 damage and 70 accuracy.
70.
It hurts.
That's worse than I
yeah.
thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be 80 or something.
Nope. Fire Blast, Thunder, and Blizzard all have that low accuracy but high damage.
Yeah.
Hydro Pump too. Yeah. Hey, look, it gets Trailblaze. It gets very similar TMs. Trailblaze, Water Pulse, Chilling Water. But now it gets like Nightshade. It still gets Body Slam.
Dark, right?
Nightshade is Ghost.
Oh, it is, really?
Yep. And that is
think-
another attack that will always no. It inflicts damage equal to the user's level.
Okay.
I must have been thinking of...
That kind of sucks a little bit. For a normal playthrough, that sucks.
Yeah. You'll be doing
lot.
like 45 damage, and then, by the time you're at the Elite Four, you're doing like 70-something damage, but Shadow Ball still does more.
Maybe 70-something, depending on the Elite Four.
Yeah, true. It does get Thunder Wave through TM, so that's a 100% accurate status move.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, so maybe do that over Will-O-Wisp. But Will-O-Wisp is nice. But
Will-O-Wisp just drops attack, right?
yeah, it doesn't drop special attack. So if you're up against a special attack,
And what is paralysis drop or
speed? It cuts speed in half, but then there's like a 30% chance, or is it 50% chance?
paralysis can heal itself, right? Or okay, so you can paralysis will end. Mm-hmm. But
No, paralysis doesn't end.
Paralysis doesn't end.
No sleep
Oh.
ends, but that's
Why
the
did I-
only, and confusion ends. Those are the only statuses that
That's a
end.
good. Okay, I don't know why I thought paralysis ended.
Nope.
Okay, never mind. Yeah,
paralysis
I would
is
probably go with
extremely annoying.
paralysis over burn. Because what happens if they're not an attack if they're not a physical attacker?
Yep.
Then okay, big whoop. It doesn't reduce that.
Right.
But paralysis it guarantees everything they could want to do might not happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
that's so
you
much better.
there's like a 90% chance you're gonna outspeed them. Your speed's 110.
Yeah.
So like, pretty much 100% chance you're gonna outspeed them if they're paralyzed.
You hear that, fellas and fellettes? There are. Between the two, I would choose Froslass probably. That's just cooler. That sounds actually like a really fun playthrough.
Yeah, it does. I've been meaning to use a Froslass for a long time. Let's talk about Mega Glalie before I forget. So Mega Glalie's base stat total shoots up to 580. So that's not bad.
But it's still not even a pseudo legend.
No, it's still not pseudo legendary.
And its jaw has to break.
Yep. Oh, I can't wait to read that Pokedex entry. So do you want to know its new stats?
Yeah, sure.
HP is still 80.
Okay.
Attack is now 120.
Okay.
Its defense is still 80.
Okay.
But its special attack
Is 120.
yes,
Yay.
still mixed attacker. Special defense still 80.
Okay.
And its speed is 100.
Okay.
So it gets decently better.
Yeah.
Not like defensively at all.
There's probably better megas to
Yo,
use.
there are a lot better
So
megas.
I don't know if I'd waste a mega slot using my mega on a Glalie.
But Mega Glalie is cool. I really like
if
Mega
you-
Glalie.
He is cool. The lore kind of ruins it for me that his jaw breaks.
Yeah. Oh my
Um,
gosh.
Yes, you should use the Pokemon you want to use, not just whatever will win. Because there's plenty of people who play professionally and still use Pokemon they just like.
Pachirisu.
Pachirisu.
Yep.
I wish Pachirisu. Anyways,
What?
nothing.
What? What was that?
I just wish I liked it more.
You don't like the little electric
I don't know. I don't
squirrel?
like a lot of Pika clones.
That's fair. We haven't talked about a single one yet.
Well,
No.
wait.
No.
Did we?
We brought up more Pekko in a previous episode.
Yeah,
but
but
we
we
didn't do
just
an episode
talked
on
about
it.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got confuzzled. We should have done this a little earlier. I like doing it earlier in the episode. But Jokum, let's read some Pokedex entries.
Yeah.
Since Snorunt and Glalie were introduced in Gen 3, why don't we go ahead and start with Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald?
Okay. Ruby. Ugh. Sorry, bad generation. Or no, bad game.
Oh, bad
game,
generation.
bad game,
Whoa.
bad game. That was a
Freudian
misinput.
slip. Freudian slip.
No, it's not. Ruby, bad game. Snorunt live in regions with heavy snowfall. In seasons without snow, such as spring and summer, this Pokemon steals away to live quietly among stalactites and stalagmites deep in caverns. That's
I could
cute.
see you having a little.
I love
you
Snorunt.
living in your Norway region and you're having your cute little
Yeah.
snow run that you're like under a blanket with. Aw.
Sapphire. Snorunt survives by eating only snow and ice. Okay.
I mean, it lives in.
Is it a
the
plant?
blizzards.
It just needs water. Old folklore claims that a house visited by this Pokemon is sure to prosper for many generations to come. That's so cute. Oh, I love Snorunt. I had Snorunt back in my Platinum playthrough. I think I had a Froslass.
Oh, that's sick.
Emerald. They tend to move about in groups of around 5 Snorunt. In snowy regions, it is said that when they are seen at late at night, snowfall will arrive by morning.
Wow. How about that?
Really cute. This is just this is a nice, wholesome, very cottagecore Pokemon.
Yeah. So I'll do Glalie, then I'll pass it to you for Froslass, then I'll do Mega Glalie.
Yep.
Sound good? All right. Glalie's Ruby. Oh, such a good game. Ruby entry. Glalie has a body made of rock, which it hardens with an armor of ice. Huh. Never would have guessed. Why is it not ice rock? Not that that's a good type combo, but
horrible.
times 4 weak to fighting.
Are there ice rock Pokemon?
There's gotta be. Oh, can I think of one? Is one of the...
You keep going. I'll...
Okay, yeah, you look that up. This Pokemon has the ability to freeze moisture in the atmosphere into any shape it desires. That's pretty cool. Oh, wait, that's the ice rock from that evolves Glaceon. Oh, Amora and Aurorus. And Hisuian Avalugg.
That sucks that the cool dinosaurs are such a horrible type. Dang.
Yeah. And then Sapphire. Glalie has the ability to freely control ice. For example, it can instantly freeze its foe solid. After immobilizing its foe in ice, this Pokemon enjoys eating it in leisurely fashion. This just in, Glalie eats its prey alive.
Wait, they're frozen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume they would die if they were frozen. Like the cells in their body would
Hey, Walt
burst.
Disney has been frozen for years, and he's still living.
Would you eat him, though?
Glalie would! And then Emerald. A Glalie has the power to instantaneously freeze moisture in the atmosphere. A dazzling cloud of diamond-like ice crystals forms around its body.
That's kind of cool. I wish Snorunt didn't have to turn into this thing. Snorunt's so cute. Why does it do that?
It turns into a monster. All right, Jokum. Here's Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum.
Don't mind if I do. Diamond, good game. It freezes foes with an icy... Oh.
This is Froslass, by the way.
This is Froslass. The Diamond and Pearl entries are the same.
Oh, that's disappointing.
I'm going to do Heart Gold and Soul Silver, because those are also the same.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna do Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
Yeah.
I'm still only gonna read 3 different ones.
Sure.
Diamond and Pearl. It freezes foes with an icy breath, nearly negative 60 degrees Fahrenheit. What seems to be its body is actually hollow.
Ooh,
oh, that's cool. Ooh, negative 60 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty cool. Platinum. This is wild.
Yeah?
It freezes prey by blowing its negative 58 degrees Fahrenheit breath. It raised by 2 degrees Fahrenheit?
Why?
It is said to then secretly display its prey. Ooh, that's creepy.
Yep. Glalie just eats it. This one puts it up as a decoration.
Cool. Heart Gold, Legend. Well, this is Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Yeah, they're pretty much exactly the same. Legends in snowy regions say that a woman was lost on an icy mountain, was reborn as Froslass. Well, that's not true because it was Snorunt.
Yeah.
This is really made by a kid.
Yes,
I think
it
that
is.
gives credence to the fact that Pokédex entries are just children being little dumb idiots.
And they hear folklore and old wives' tales. Like, I'm gonna put that in my Pokédex.
They haven't thought to themselves, wait a minute, but I know Snorunt evolves into Froslass. How does that work?
That's like the entry about Kadabra being like a boy that was turned into a Pokemon.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, it came from an Abra. That's not how that works. All right, Mega Glalie. I'm going to be reading its... Wait, does Mega Glalie only have Dex entries in Sun and Moon? Weird.
Wait, what?
Look, so when I'm in the X and Y section, it only gives Dex entries for Glalie. And then when I go to Sun and Moon... now they have ones for Mega Glalie.
Okay.
Weird.
Sun and Moon. Weird.
Sun to Sun first. The excess energy from Mega Evolution spilled over from its mouth, breaking its jaw.
There it is.
It spews endless blizzards.
Famous edge.
Gen 7 was the edgy
So
one.
edgy.
Moon. It envelops prey in its mouth, freezing them instantly, but its jaw is dislocated, so it's unable to eat them. That's so
How do
sad.
they even know? It's a mega. You can only mega evolve when it has like a close relationship with its trainer.
Yeah.
How do you record this, you dumbass kid? Sorry.
Because when the Pokemon evolves and his jaw breaks, the kid's like, "Here you go, Glalie, eat this big like rat I just found.
I can't eat it.
Let me pop that back in place for you." Then it just demegas. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon any different? When it spews, this is Ultra Sun, when it spews stupendously cold air from its broken mouth, the entire area around it gets whited out. Ultra Moon, the power of Mega Evolution was so strong that it smashed Glalie's jaw. Its inability to eat very well leaves Glalie irritated. This poor creature.
Again, it's Mega Evolution is just a temporary thing.
Yeah.
Is it in the anime? Do you even Pokemon aren't just walking around Mega Evolved all the time, unless they are.
I haven't watched any anime where a Pokemon Mega evolves, but I would imagine that it. You think in the anime they just de-Mega Evolve and the battle's over just automatically? Or does the person have to come up and be like, "I de-Mega Evolve you"?
I don't know.
Man, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
don't watch the
imagine-
anime, so it's...
I imagine you can still Mega Evolve your Pokemon outside of battle.
But they have to be in a they have to be very close with you or whatever.
Yeah.
And then...
Well, you just have to catch it. I can catch a Curlia, instantly evolve it into a Glade, and then Mega Evolve it. You know.
The lore.
But the lore.
Actually, that's the thing though. The lore doesn't mean squat.
Yeah.
Because the games differ from the anime, differs from
the card game.
The card game differs from the
Pokemon
Pokédex
Go.
entries.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, this poor creature. I feel so bad for him. 50-50 gender ratio, by the way.
That's
for
pretty
Glalie. Froslass is obviously 100% female. We missing anything? I mean, I guess we can talk about height. Jokum, Jokum, in reference to height, how big do you think Glalie is?
Glalie is probably... I would imagine Glalie's pretty big. He'd probably be up to like just below my moob. My moob. Just below my moob. I'm guessing what is that? 5? No, that would be like 4 or 5. I'm guessing 4 feet 5 inches.
He is 4'11".
Oh, whoa!
So pretty decently sized.
That is big.
And then Froslass
is 4 feet 9 inches.
4 feet 3 inches. Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
Not bad at all.
How about shinies? What do these shinies look like?
Yes, shinies. So check out Snow Runts.
That's pretty cute.
That's
I
pretty
like
cute.
That blue.
The black on his face and hands gets like a darker black. His eyes turn from blue to orange. So then his overcoat turns from orange to blue.
Yeah, it's like a baby blue. Mm-hmm. I really like that.
I just recently found a shiny Snow in Legends Arceus. And I've been debating which to evolve it into because both Froslass and Glalie have small changes to their shinies. Like with Glalie, his eyes turn from blue to orange, like an orangey red, which I think looks sick. And then his face is barely whiter.
It goes from kind of a... I never realized how purpley that kind of silvery gray is. It goes from like a purpley silvery gray to the slightest greenish white.
I can understand that. I can see
There's
that.
The slightest green in there.
Yeah, like if you try to notch the green one bit less, it's not there at all.
Yeah.
Like I get what you're saying. I honestly, as far as shinies that don't change much, I love Glalie's shiny. I think those eyes are so intimidating.
I guess regular Glalie looks more like a shiny to me than shiny Glalie.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't agree.
Okay.
Froslass just gets a lot more saturated. Her colors get brighter.
Yeah, I mean, her sash and her sash goes from orange to mauve.
Yeah, and then the rest of her just brightens up a bit, which is nice. It's a pretty shiny, but I don't think it's as noticeable as Glalie's eyes, which is why I'm still But again, I like the idea of using a Froslass in playthrough.
I think you should do Froslass personally, just because Froslass is more interesting.
I have a soft spot for Glalie. I like Glalie. I've always kind of liked Glalie. I just wish wish he was Ice Dark.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
Again,
it just makes sense.
Again, it wouldn't be the greatest typing because it'd be ×4 weak to fighting.
Okay, with Dark, I can never remember if it's good against fighting or if it's weak against fighting.
Weak against fighting because you have to fight your fears.
Really.
But I think. Oh, you know what we should talk about while we're in the middle of this? Any ideas for alternate forms or new evolutions or something? I think, not that I want Glalie to evolve, but I think Glalie should have either been Ice Rock, because it talks about him being a rock. I get it, it's not the best type combo, but neither is Grass Dark, and we just got a starter, and that's Grass Dark. I mean, anything can happen. Or it should have been Ice Dark. Either of the two. I'd take either of the two. Especially Glalie's Mega. Why is Glalie's Mega this, broken-jawed, always irritated Pokemon? Why is he not dark?
It's a Poke moment.
I guess.
It's a negative Poke moment.
I guess, yeah.
Missed opportunity. I don't know what else you could do with them. Maybe make their stats better. Throw in an extra type onto Glalie.
They're not just going to change the type right now.
Yeah. I like Frost. I don't think they need final level. I don't think they need another evolution.
No.
There's already a Mega Glalie. Maybe a Mega Froslass.
I was going to say, would you want to see a Mega Froslass?
Yeah, I can see that. That'd be pretty cool. Kind of rounded out.
I'm really glad that Gardevoir and Gallade both got Megas, because then you have a Slowbro with a Mega, but not Slowking. And
no
now
Mega Slowking.
No Mega Slowking.
I think there needs to be a Mega Slowking as well.
Yep, and then you have Glalie, but not Froslass. I think if you're going to give one of the branches something, you should probably give it to the other, just to be fair.
Now Froslass, I don't know. I'm sure that maybe she turns into an entire snowy temple or something.
I think she could be more closely based on the yokai that she's based on. Because Froslass is based on that one, and I'm not even reading this yet. I'm going to see if I can get this right. I'm pretty sure Froslass is based on that yokai of the woman whose guts are hanging beneath her as she flies around. Well, I want to look at the Bulbapedia trivia for all three of these guys, but let's do Froslass first since we're talking about her. Oh, I probably knew this, but didn't realize it in the moment. No other Pokemon has the same type combination as Froslass. It is the only Ice Ghost type.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
It seems like I don't know. That seems like it would make sense to have an Ice Ghost type.
Yes, I think more Ice Ghost types would be really cool. This is why I love going to the trivia section, because we always find such fun stuff. Due to the censor that prevents Pokemon with offensive nicknames from being traded on the GTS, an English language Froslass could not be traded on the GTS without a nickname in black and white. Because it has...
Oh, that's great.
It's like Cofagrigus.
I love that. I love that the Pokemon Company didn't think of whitelisting names of the freaking Pokemons. I always called it Cofagrigus.
I think I called it Cofagrigus.
It's I could see a Cofagrigus.
Yeah, as a kid.
I should have been saying Cofagrigus or Cofagrigus instead of Cofagrigus.
Joke.
I'm just saying.
It's so funny.
I didn't even think about that until I found out that its name was banned
censored.
on the censored.
Mm-hmm. Never even occurred. Even after I found that its name was censored, I could never figure out why. Yeah. And then one day I was just like, it clicked. I was like, oh no.
It's like Arceus and Arceus, right?
Yeah.
You don't know how it's said until you hear it actually said.
I think I said Arceus in the very beginning because I'm just cool like that. I mean, I don't know how many. There's a lot of trivia entries for this. I don't know if we want to skip some of the more quote unquote uninteresting ones.
I think we should skip them.
Well, tell me you find this interesting. Froslass's Pokedex entry in Pokemon Soul Silver has a typo where the period at the end of the sentence is missing. This error does not occur in Heart Gold.
I was bored. I had three words in.
You're telling me you don't care that Soul Silver's Pokedex entry for Froslass is missing a period?
Yeah, no.
Oh my gosh. Froslass is the only Ice-type Pokemon consisting of a head and arms. Why is that trivia? Why is that trivia? All right, anything else interesting?
Lillipup is the only normal-type Pokemon that is also a puppy. No, a puppy with a little beard.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Froslass is most likely based on Yuki Onna, a female ice spirit of Japanese folklore. Its body shape also resembles a Kokeshi doll. Due to its red sash, it appears to be wearing a kimono. Because maybe I was wrong. The Yuki Onna is just an ice spirit. There's definitely it might be Misdreavus or Mismagius. That's a Pokemon that's just a head with guts hanging below it.
Okay. I mean,
maybe. We'll get to that Pokemon eventually, but I know there's a Pokemon that's based off that yokai. Name origin. Froslass may be a combination of Frost and Lass.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, let's jump back to Snorunt really fast before going to Glalie. I love this trivia section has become my favorite part of this podcast. I love all this stupid trivia. These are not the words I expected to read. Super Smash Bros. Brawl, its Snorunt trophy incorrectly claims that only male Snorunt evolve into Glalie.
Oh, maybe the developers of Brawl were like, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense that one can only be female, so the other one would only be male. No.
Honestly, that'd be kind of funny if that was the case.
I wish... It's a nitpick, but even I'm like, I don't know, it'd be cool if a Gardevoir was like female only, and because it's weird that it's one gender stuff aside, it's weird that Glalie has to be a male in order to neither.
Glalie
no, not Glalie. I mean Gallade.
Oh,
Gallade
wow.
has to be a male.
Yeah,
but Gardevoir doesn't. That's weird. Either neither of them matter for the gender. Or you gender them.
Yeah.
It's weird to not.
I think the only reason they do that is because now, let's say they did, and now only female Corellia can evolve into Gardevoir. Well, before Gallade existed in Gen 3, now a male Gardevoir either couldn't be sent to future games, or now it's sent and then changes gender. It'd be weird for coding reasons.
In that case, just make it so that the gender doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just weird locking out. Either locking out or not locking out. It's all or nothing.
Let's see. Although the ice type has existed since the first generation of Pokemon, Snorunt is the first pure ice type in the Pokedex, despite having debuted in the third generation.
Oh, wow.
He is the first pure ice type.
I feel like there weren't that many ice types up until the third generation anyways.
Oh, there were a lot of ice types in Gen 1. You had ice was slapped onto a lot. You had Jinx, you had Lapras, you had Dugong, Cloyster, there was Articuno.
Oh, yeah, they were really slapping ice on everything back then.
And I might have even missed one or two. I don't know.
Is Jinx at least based off a yokai or just a Gyaro?
I don't know. There's probably some yokai in there. I'm not looking forward to the Jinx day, the Jinx episode.
Hopefully we'll have a Jinx evolution or something.
Yeah, I would love that, just to make it look better.
Not horrible.
All right, Snorunt's origin section is kind of long, so I'm going to try and get through it quick. Snorunt is based on a Yukinko, a childlike spirit in Japanese mythology said to emerge when it snows, wearing a straw raincoat.
Aww.
It gives some other yokai it could be based on, but it's definitely most heavily based on the Yukinko. Snorunt's Pokemon Platinum Pokedex entry seems to reference the Korpokur, a race of small people in Ainu folklore. Ainu folklore. They are said to live under the leaves of plants in harmony. Aw, that's pretty cute.
The Ainu live in Hokkaido, the place. Okay,
yeah.
Oh, that's
Sinnoh's based on Hokkaido? Wow. I didn't know that. That's really cool.
Snorunt. That's really cool.
Yeah. Who would have guessed? I mean, I guess all the first 4 generations all had to be based on a different part of Japan.
Yeah.
That's super interesting.
I'm so glad they decided to choose other places other than just Japan.
Yeah, but how much do we enjoy like Sinnoh, Johto? You really love Hoenn. Kanto is like the only truly boring one.
I don't like the water part of Hoenn. Hoenn isn't my favorite part.
I don't like the region of Hoenn. The Pokemon. I love the Pokemon are fine.
I can't remember. I couldn't tell you where stuff is in Hoenn. I could probably tell you kind of where stuff is in Sinnoh. Black and White, definitely.
Yeah. Johto, I'd be pretty okay.
Johto, kind of. Kanto, maybe.
Yeah, just because Kanto's been around for so long.
It's been around, but is it really boring?
It is really boring. Snorunt may be a combination of snow and runt. And finally, let's do some trivia for Glalie here.
I think Glalie's name is a combination of Glacier and General Robert E. Lee.
Dude, how'd you know that? You're so smart.
Yep.
Oof, not a lot of trivia for Glalie. Glalie shares all of its base stats with Phione. Phione is also all 80.
Oh no.
And Phione is known for sucking.
Oh, God, no. That can't be the only reason Phione sucks.
Phione, I think the move pool is also terrible on Phione.
It's gotta.
Glalie and its evolution. Oh, wow. There's barely any trivia.
That implies Manaphy is probably stronger than a Glalie.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But again, it's a legendary, so of course it's gonna be.
Yeah.
It may still be small and pathetic, but it's still a legend.
Yeah.
Glalie has barely any trivia, so I'm gonna read this one. I didn't read on Snorunt or Froslass because it's all here. Glalie and its evolutionary relatives are the only Ice-type Pokemon in the Fairy Egg group. Isn't that interesting? Aren't you interested? Tell me you're interested.
I hate this is a Pokey moment. Why is it? Why? What makes it a fairy? Why? Does that mean it's in the same egg group as like Florges?
Probably.
Oh my god.
Before the
Florges
fairy type existed, I'm sure they just thought of Snorunt and Glalie as being like
Fairy
mythical
tale,
and
yeah.
fairy-esque, you know?
Is Froslass a fairy in the fairy egg group?
Okay. Yeah, Glalie and its entire evolutionary relatives. Glalie appears to be based on human features, like those of a cold, distant person or facial expression. It also looks somewhat similar to an ice hockey mask.
Yeah.
Due to its Japanese name, horns, and teeth, it may be based on an oni, or Surubi Otoshi. Don't do that. Don't do that. It doesn't show us a picture. I'm so sorry for him. The Oni-like features and mask-like appearance may reference the Namahaji. Oh, yeah. Those are the mask guys. Oh. Demons portrayed by men wearing Oni masks and straw caps as part of a ritual in northern Japan.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. Mega Glalie appears to wear a beard. That's it. That's all it says. Name origin. Glalie may be a combination of glacier and goalie.
Oh no!
Huh?
Why the hockey
Because it looks kind of like a hockey mask.
No, why make it look like a hockey mask? It starts as like a cool little Japanese little kid. Oh, I'm so cold.
Just accept it, you hockey puck.
No, I don't want to.
Okay. I like Glalie. Let's see if Game Freak likes Glalie, and let's see how much merch there is for this little guy. Back to school with Pokemon. No, I can't get distracted. I want to go back to school with Pokemon.
No, you don't. You hate school.
I hate it so much. I'm so glad I'm not in school.
I feel like Glalie doesn't get that much representation.
Look, what's that? What's that right there? The thing on Amazon. The third thing right there. What is that? This thing? Yeah, what is that? It's a little stuffed
cutie.
animal.
It's a sitting cutie. It has to have a sitting cutie.
Yeah, they all do. Snorunt. Oh my gosh, Snorunt's sitting cutie is adorable.
That's
and it's
really
not sold
cute.
out.
Oh, I might have to get that. I love Snorunt.
Yeah. Wow.
I feel as though Glalie it doesn't get that much representation because it's on a shirt. But
is that
there's
even
a bunch
official?
Of is it official? And it might be official, but there's a bunch of other ice type Pokemon on that shirt as well.
So Snorunt has the sitting cutie. It has this Pokemon Winter Wonders bulb ornaments. Apparently it's on one of those. Again, let's look at Glalie itself. Glalie's Sitting Cutie is sold out, and that is the one and only thing on Pokemon Center's website. The one and only thing for Glalie.
Yeah.
Dang. Why is Glalie's Sitting Cutie sold out, but not Snow-Run? I mean, I would get a Glalie Sitting Cutie. Is that figure official? Is that real?
I wonder.
Oh my gosh, Pokemon Center 2018 Hayaku Pokeyako Campaign Froslass figure version number 4.
That's really good.
That's so good.
Oh, and it's wearing this. Okay, so to paint you a picture of this figure, it's like Froslass holding an umbrella. The umbrella, the pattern, it's like an old wooden style umbrella. The pattern is a Pokeball, and Froslass on her head is wearing like the kind of snow raincoat that is what Snow-Run is wearing. But it's like an actual straw. Like, oh my gosh, that's great.
You know, Jokum, Froslass is one of the Pokemon that our friend who will remain nameless said he was most likely to marry.
Oh my gosh.
You remember that?
Frostlass, Mismagius, he has a type.
Yeah, he does. He does. Gosh, I wish he would let us post that.
Oh my gosh.
We gave our friend a tier list with like 10 to 12 Pokemon in it. We're like, rank the ones you find most attractive. And Froslass got like A tier.
It's not S.
No,
a cat got S.
The only S was Meowscarada. Oh my god,
Where did he put Gardevoir?
Like C or something.
Gosh.
This guy knows nothing of Pokemon.
Oh my gosh.
And he ranked insanity.
But I have to say, I think Froslass gets a lot more. Okay, that's
What
very
is
unofficial.
that?
No, it's not that bad.
That's a Gardevoir wearing Froslass-like clothing.
No, I think that's just. Someone.
That's a Gardevoir.
That's not a Gardevoir.
That's a Gardevoir.
No, that's not a
Zoom in.
Gardevoir.
That's a Gardevoir. It's got Gardevoir's little like side triple things. Look at that. That is a Gardevoir.
That is not a Gardevoir.
It's got the 3 triple things on the
Gardevoir
side.
has pink eyes.
Oh my god! So they changed the color of the eyes.
Yeah, they changed the color of the eyes.
That is a Gardevoir.
That is not a Gardevoir.
That is a Gardevoir.
You numpty.
You are a fool.
You are a fool.
You were built like
You're
a Glalie.
fool.
I'm sorry.
You're built like a Froslass.
Thank you. I can lure men into the mountains and freeze them to death.
I'm sorry, but that is a freaking what? Okay, it's got the scene side part.
Yeah,
that is not.
They gave it
Gardevoir
creative liberties.
yes, they creative liberties on a Froslass. You numpty.
That is not a Froslass.
Take a picture, post it somewhere, see what people's opinions
Nobody's
are.
gonna interact with me. Anyway,
It doesn't even have Gardevoir's chest thing.
oh, yeah, it's being blocked by her arms.
Everything about that is Froslass.
No. It literally has Gardevoir's 3 little hairs that poke out the back of her.
No.
Yes.
Well, actually, now that I see that, hold on. Wait. It does have the 3 little things.
Yeah, I've been trying to tell you.
No.
Anyway, what's that? That's freaking adorable. It looks like it's like a little frozen bonsai tree with roses.
really
There's a
cute.
Froslass underneath. That's so good.
It's got to be said, Froslass has better representation.
Of course.
I think just fans in general. That's the thing. You make something very femme, very female presenting, it's going to get the fans.
Well, it's not just female presenting. It's female.
Oh, it is 100% female.
And its Sitting Cutie is sold out on Pokemon Center's website, and it's fine. It's kind of cute. It's okay.
I think it's Sitting Cutie is one of the not as good. There's something about it that's...
Yeah.
I think
It's okay.
Here, look at this. Mm-hmm. Is this has to be fan? No, that's a fan made.
Yeah, that's fan made.
That's rough. It's a rough fan made. They did a good job, but not, I wouldn't.
Now that one's. Hold on, go back.
Wait. Oh,
can you find it again?
I gotta make my way over.
Because there was a fan made plush that actually was super cute.
Oh, that one's very cute.
Yeah,
you gotta get the right ratio of its little under chin, of its little purple.
Absolutely.
Froslass is a very cool looking Pokemon.
Yeah, I like Froslass a lot. What are you doing now, Jokum?
I'm gonna Google the word Okay, here we go. What's this? You Google.
Yep,
we're at the part of the show where we Google a Pokemon's name and see how long before stuff gets edgy.
Weird. And yep, that Froslass has big bazongas.
Yeah, but it's not. It can go. We can go further.
Let's not.
No, I don't think.
Not and say we did.
There we go.
Why?
What is? Yep.
Why? It's just again. It's just really fat.
Oh my gosh! There's a ghost type Pokemon in here.
Yes, the Froslass is getting angry at you for looking this stuff up about
a crochet Premier Ball just fell off of Frank's shelf.
I have these Pikachu like Mickey Mouse ears that I got from Universal Japan, and they just shifted, pushing my Premier Ball off my desk.
Anyways, Froslass, as expected, pretty quickly.
Yeah,
brought up
sadly.
Tasteful images. Now with Glalie, let's see how long it takes for Glalie.
I don't want this to be with Glalie. Look, somebody made fan art of a different Glalie that's really weird proportions.
I like it better than regular Glalie.
No,
it's at least more interesting.
No. All right, well, nothing's really coming up for Glalie.
Yeah.
This is good.
Dang.
Oh,
for Affinity,
man,
where
I'm
are
happy.
you?
Yeah, stay away from Glalie.
Oh, for Affinity. Come on.
Stay away.
Oh.
What is? That's just a woman.
That is a human woman.
All right.
Wow.
I think we're in the clear.
Yeah. I always hate it when Come on, guys. Guys.
Da-da-da-da.
Pick up the pace. Start getting.
This is awesome. I am so happy.
Ooh, Glalie mask.
Oh,
That's
wow.
a cool idea.
People have like cosplayed as Glalie by putting a big mask on their head, and then another person did a Froslass. They have
That's
a cool
such a
mask.
good idea.
And then like a kimono.
That's such a good idea.
Gosh, Katrina and I should do that.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can 3D print that stuff.
Okay. You've never played Doom. But
No.
he looks like a Cacodemon, I think it's called. A Cacodemon? Cacodemon?
The Doom guy?
Yeah, no, so the Glalie kind of looks
that
like
guy.
the Cacodemon from Doom.
Yeah, he does.
I would love
Isn't Doom another Japanese game? Is that Japanese made?
No, it's...
No?
No, it's... Pretty sure it's
Oh, I would have thought.
at least Western.
They do look
but
very similar. That's cool.
I would love a Pokemon first-person battler. It's not a shooter.
Yeah,
It's a battler.
yeah.
But you happen to be a Pokemon like...
You know, Jokum,
What?
we did come up with that idea to do
Yeah.
our own Dark Souls Pokemon game.
Yeah, that will definitely code. Anyways.
Anyway, I guess because I'm hearing music,
Oh,
it must be that time.
let's go.
This is the part of the show where the boys discuss how edible the pocket monsters that we focused on won't belong. Turn up and come along to the segment of the show.
Yes, indeed, it is the part of the show where we somehow justify bestie...
Mary
bestiality.
Oh, bestiality. These are animals.
And we're not... We're only marrying them.
yes.
All the stuff that comes with marriage.
Yes. Well, then we're eating them and then killing them.
And it's not the same creature. It's more of an idea.
Okay.
All right. Glalie, no, I'm not. That's too cold. It's a 1.
A 1?
Yeah.
I guess we'll be very, very
It's cold.
You can't hug that thing.
Even Froslass at least wins by being cute.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a world where we don't put Glalie on the same
As
tier
Garbodor.
as Garbodor.
I think it's like Garbodor in its own way. Also, it seems like an a-hole. It seems just grumpy.
No, but if it's your friend and you don't Mega Evolve it, I mean, come on.
Yeah, I guess. No.
You just bring it home a ham
It
and
doesn't
let it
have
freeze it and eat it. Come on.
Bring it home a ham and... Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, then it's good, man. It loves you.
I thought you were saying bring home a ham so it can freeze it so you can eat it.
I can only eat it when it's frozen, Jokum.
I don't know. Okay, it doesn't have hands to hold. It doesn't look cuddly.
No.
It doesn't have other things that would make...
Excuse me.
nice.
What are you referring to?
Nothing. Just it's the soul.
Yeah, it's extremely hard to do anything with this Pokemon. It can't help you
Yeah.
cook. It can't set up your TV show while you're taking a pee. Yeah. All right. I'm giving Glalie a 1.5. Just it's not as bad as Garbodor.
It's a 1. It's just as bad as Garbodor.
Nope, not to me.
At least Garbodor will be fermenting, so it'll be warm.
Ew. That's disgusting. I could live in a cabin in the middle of the snowy mountains with this thing.
It's staying outside.
No, I'd bring it inside.
So what? It can be hot. It'll be happier outside. Froslass.
1.5.
1. Anyways.
Oh, Gajinka.
Oh, Glalie Gajinka? Really boring.
Why is she boring?
Because, what? She's just angry and was wearing a hockey mask.
I don't think she's angry. I think she has resting B-word face, but she's really nice. And then when you get really close with her, you have the option to break her jaw. Oh no, bro.
I don't know. There's nothing interesting popping out. Wearing a hockey mask.
She likes hockey.
No. She doesn't like hockey. She wears a hockey mask. You've never seen her watch hockey. There's nothing about her that would make you think she likes hockey, except for the fact that she's always wearing a hockey mask. You ask about it, and she's like, I just like comfy.
Yeah, she just likes the hockky mask.
People ask, why is she wearing a hockey mask? You're like, I don't know. I've never seen her watch hockey. There's nothing about her theming, nothing about her upbringing that...
She likes to eat cold food. She doesn't reheat leftovers. She always eats it cold.
I'm good.
Yeah, that's not... You're right. That's not the best.
So that's a no for me on the Gajinka.
Yeah.
Froslass. You make it look kind of like a lady, and it's so much better.
Yeah. Froslass is a lot better. I'm agreeing with our friend who shall not be named. Not that it's an A-tier waifu, but like Froslass is cute enough. It's ladylike enough. It has hands. It's probably still going to be pretty cold.
Yeah, the coldness is the thing keeping me from saying it's like anything above a 5 or a 4.
I would probably give it a 4, just because it being ghostly and like cold is not the best.
It's got hands to hold. That's so much better.
Hands to hold.
It could probably help around the house with you.
Yeah, help me do the dishes.
It looks cute. Like, it looks bashful. That's kind of cute. Yeah. Well, not bashful, more like
I like the kimono style.
Yeah, I'd say a 4 is pretty good.
Yeah, let's go with 4.
4.
And then human version.
Yeah, I mean,
again, what does she do? What does she like?
She likes kimonos, I can tell you that much. That's more interesting than the weirdo wearing the hockey mask for no reason. Yeah. I think she's got, like, I don't know. She likes, I think she likes catfishing men.
Yeah, she likes hurting them. That's a good point.
Maybe she's a little bit toxic.
Yeah, she's kind of toxic. She's like dated a lot of men in the past, but they always end because she was
just playing with them.
Yeah, she just toys with them.
Yeah, her whole thing is like luring.
She likes the idea of having a boyfriend and having somebody there, but she never interacts with them. She's distant.
Yeah, she's cold and distant. Heck yeah. Anyways, no, I don't want that.
Yeah,
it's not going to be a successful relationship.
No. But as a Pokemon, she's still like a 4.
Yeah. Better than the garbage.
Yeah, better than the garbage.
Can you eat her?
No. There's nothing to eat on that Pokemon. She's a ghost that has some icy elements.
I think that's a good point. She's a
ghost.
There's got to be some meat there. You can physically attack it.
Yeah, I think you're hitting ice and physical manifestation of a spirit. I don't think
snow cone.
Okay.
I will blend.
Oh.
I will blend up her little hand flaps. I bet that's just like ice, right? So I'll just blend it up and put some syrup on it. It is as neutral as possible. It's a 5.
There is no freaking way she is a 5.
I think if she's ice, I can eat ice. Ice is just water. I'll melt her.
Yes, I know. I don't think
she tastes
she's
like
ice in the same way that we think of snow on the ground. I think she is spirit mixed with maybe just like water molecules that she's frozen.
All right, so if you kill her, where's the spirit go?
I think she just kind of disappears, if I'm being honest.
And what's left over? Ice?
I don't think there's anything left over.
Then where's the water go?
I think when the spirit leaves the ice or whatever, it just insta-melts and the spirit's gone.
Insta-melts or insta is just ice?
I think it insta-melts.
Okay, and then it's water, and I drink the water. I love water. It's neutral. 5.
2.
Oh, you hate water. Ooh, you love hypertension.
No, there's nothing to eat on this Pokemon. This is a 2.
Except if what you say is true and it's ice, it's a 5. But
if you are so bending the rules.
Are ghost type Pokemons actually ghosts, or are they just things that are kind of like ghosts?
I think they are spirits. They're legitimately spirits.
Okay, so they're spirits like a yokai is a spirit, right? It doesn't have to have been a live person at some point. It just sort of exists as
some Pokedex entries talk about it being a live person.
But those are idiots. They're kids. It wasn't a live person. It was a little snow runt. Snow runs
Yeah.
aren't supposed to be like little
but
kids who got lost.
once it evolves into a Froslass and becomes a ghost, it lets go of its physical form and becomes a spirit.
It has a physical attack. It's got a physical defense.
I'm not saying it can't physically attack people. I'm saying there's nothing on this Pokemon to eat.
I think the purple in the middle is edible, and I think
No.
I'm going to eat its brain. I think it's not going
I
to
don't
be
think it
great
has a
eating.
brain.
I think it's got a brain.
I think
it has a physical brain, and it is a 4 because I don't know if I can get over the fact that I'm eating a brain, but it's still edible.
I'm giving it a 2. I'm giving it a 2.
All right, I'm going to enjoy my glass of water and ghost brain.
And as far as Glalie goes, he is also he's a rock surrounded in ice. He's a 0.
I think he's got a brain in there I can eat.
No.
No, I'm going to eat his brain, and it's going to be a 3 because I think it's not going to be as good as Froslass.
What? Why?
Froslass has a big head to a small body. Glalie's all head, but I think there's a little tiny. I think there's a walnut brain in the middle.
Froslass is all head. That stuff hanging beneath her is nothing.
Yeah,
There's no
exactly.
small body.
She's all. I think she's all brain, whereas I think like Glalie is at least half mouth, right? And so I think there's like a thin walnut in there that he's operating off of, and I'm eating it.
Jokum, I am
a 3.
entirely disagreeing with you. I think these are both
That's fine.
next to nothing.
It's fine. I am going to scrape the thin layer of ice off of Glalie and make a snow cone.
Enjoy. That's not good eating though.
I don't think it is either. I think that's a 3 as far as good ice goes because I don't think it's going to be good ice, and I think that is a 3 as far as walnut brain.
Okay.
I'm eating the brain though.
Dead. I don't think we're killing.
I don't think we're killing either.
No, I don't think we can do anything with the Glalie. I mean, maybe if we smash it with our metal bat.
No, it's a rock.
Yeah.
Do you think you can go ham enough on a boulder to destroy it?
I could chip it, but it would take a long time, and a Glalie is not just going to sit there and let it happen.
That's a 0. 0
for Glalie.
0 for Glalie.
0 bare hands. Probably 0 metal bat.
I think so. I couldn't. It would take me ages to. If a boulder was fighting back, I would.
Do you think there's a chance we could break its teeth and that throws it off enough?
No. Because
No?
I think we break its teeth and it opens its mouth and freezes us to death. Because that's his whole thing.
Let's break its jaw, man.
It had to go through like a powerful nuclear fusion to break its jaw.
Yeah, okay. 0% chance for beating a Glalie.
Frostlass.
Froslass is one of those situations where it can like float around high above us and then attack us from above.
Unarmed, 0.
Yeah.
But with a bat, I think there is a 10% chance I get up, I crack her across the skull, get her on the ground, and I just start bat, 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 bat.
Yeah, she doesn't have the defenses like Glalie does. And I mean that lore-wise, not stat-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think as long as she is on our level and not like 5 feet above us, we can crack her with the bat. I give myself a 5% chance of beating a Froslass.
Okay.
With a metal bat. Bare hands, none. No chance.
Prep time?
No.
I don't know if I... No, let me be clear. I don't know if I can physically buy the right equipment to kill a Glalie.
Flamethrower.
Where am I going to buy a flamethrower that's going to be that effective?
Jim's Flamethrowers and More off of Dunlawton.
You just doxed yourself.
Dunlay. There's a lot of places around
Dunlawton, Pennsylvania. Baby.
Exactly. That's where I live.
You
know how often I've doxed myself on my YouTube channel?
Yeah. Anyways. I don't think... You flamethrower. Okay, you melt the thin layer of ice on the outside. And then it freezes you... I think it's icy wind would it would blow out enough icy wind that would blow back the flamethrower in your face because the flamethrower is still just spewing gas that you hope to ignite. Yeah, it's ignited, but his icy wind is still blowing in your direction.
Right.
I don't think
he's gonna create. Hey, this Pokedex entry said he can create any shape out of ice. He's gonna create an ice pointed finger. He's gonna put it in the tip of the gun, and it's gonna blow back in our face.
So realistically, with prep time, I don't think I could get. I would need to set up a bunch of improvised explosives and basically just like in Predator, I would have to Predator style booby trap an area to get him, and it would have to be percussive. I would have to be explosive.
Yep.
And I would have to. I don't even know. I know enough yee people where I could probably get enough explosives.
Yep.
To take care of this Glalie. And that's how I would handle Glalie. Froslass, yeah, I could say I want to go. I think I could get Froslass with a gun. I think if I just had a
I think
AR-15, I think I could get it.
I think she's too small of a target. And if she creates a snowstorm, because she can learn that move by level up, her evasion increases.
All right, I'll run away from. There's houses. I'll run into a house. Oh, she enters the house. I shoot her with a
Then
shotgun.
there'll be a snowstorm in your house.
Where does the wind come from?
The Pokemon created the snowstorm. You think inside of a gym?
Is she spewing air?
Yes. This is how the Pokemon move works.
She's creating oxygen.
Yes. If they're inside of a gym, they can still create rain, sun, snowstorms, sandstorms.
I still think I kill it with a shotgun.
I don't.
I'll kill it with a shotgun. I'll birdshot it first. I'll pepper it with birdshot.
I don't agree.
Then I will switch over to my buckshot, and it will explode.
I don't think you're gonna hit it.
I'm gonna hit it.
I think with a combination of snowstorm and how small she is, you're not gonna hit it.
With prep time, I think I got it.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
Thank you all so very much for listening to this episode of Certified Pokemoments. Hey, if you enjoy Pokemon as much as I do, why don't you go to my YouTube channel? It's called Let's Be Frank, and I talk about Pokemon a pretty decent amount on it. That's not all I talk about. Do you like Legos? Do you like real-life animals? I talk about tons of stuff on that channel. And if you want more Jokum here... Him and I have a show on my channel called Taboo Foods, where we cook very weird or stuff that's considered odd type foods, and we see if we can make them good. Anything from cuttlefish to, grasshopper and cricket tacos. We've made organ meat stew. We've done a ton of fun stuff like that. So if you find any interest in any of that, go to my YouTube channel. Once again, that's Let's Be Frank. And with all that being said, guys, you just listened to our longest episode yet. This is the first episode of Certified Pokemoments that is over an hour long. Jokum, how do you feel about that?
It feels like we just talked about some Pokemon for over an hour.
And it was so much fun. Please rate this podcast 5 stars if you enjoyed. Recommend it to your friends. And thank you. This has been your Certified Pokemon Moment.